On that, adding bits and pieces here and there. Ryan, his versatility is already drawing attention league-wide.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Allie. Thank you. Young, the pass to Daniels. Down low. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So for the Hawks, Nance, he's checked in for Trae Young, and it's Rizeshe in for Daniels. Raptors trail by 5 and pick 20th back in 2021. Jalen Johnson might end up being the steal of that draft, Coach.
Well, look, Brian, when we see guys take a big jump like Johnson has, it's usually because they have shot the ball better like he has. He's really blossomed during his 3rd year and still has plenty of room to grow.
Boucher a screen on the vert. Here's Dick. And he banks in the layup. Dick's got 9 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Atlanta leading by 4. Pass to Nance. The 3 from Rizeshe. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And the foul called on Karis LeVert. That's his first foul. And Atlanta making a change here. Matthews checked in. Here's Dick. From outside, off the mark. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
And the Hawks making a change here. Mann's checked in. Rizeshe, no good. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Shot from the wing. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Rizeshe. Here's Matthews. Nance outside. Rebound Toronto. Boucher's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Dick. Outside for Ingram. Beyond the arc. Rebound Atlanta.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Now here's Ingram. He's guarded by Mann. Outside Barrett. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from 3-point land. Barrett's got 19 points.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Here's Matthews. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Hammers the lob through.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, man.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Count it. Good. He's got 21. Here's Matthews. 1:02 left to play in the 3rd. Pass to Johnson. The 3 from Rizeshe. Abaji with a rebound. Raptors trail by 7. Here's Dick. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Outside Ingram. Boucher finds Barrett. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Fires from the corner. Nance pulls down the board.
Yeah, tough to make those jumpers when you are guarded that closely.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes. On Chris Boucher.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
They're sending guys to the charity stripe way more than they should be. You'd like to see better positioning defensively.
And here is Barrett. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Atlanta on top. They lead by 6. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Larry Nance is out there with George Niang. Then it's Rizachet, then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Matthews in at the 1 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. Shot clock at 6. Here's Walter. The rebound by Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Matthews, guarded by Barrett. Matthews passes to Niang. Inside. And Nance with the slam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Now here's Barrett. He's closely guarded. Pass to Lawson. Here's Walter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
The Hawks lead by 6. Ball stolen. Here's Walter. And he goes in for the dunk.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
At just about 85% from the line tonight, they've looked more and more comfortable as the game's gone on.
The first free throw is good.
What you can't help but notice this half is how lights out they've been from the free throw line.
And so he hits both.
And collectively, as the game has progressed, they've been shooting really well from the charity stripe.
Quickly, passes to Lawson. Here's Walter. Here's Lawson. Pass to Battle. Just 5 to shoot. The three from quickly. It's rebounded by Risache. Risache's got his 4th rebound in this one. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Walter. Pass to Robinson. Here's Walter. Screen by Robinson.
Turns it over there, but that's his first of the contest. He's done a good job of minimizing mistakes on the night.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Young, he's checked in for Atlanta. Atlanta leading by 6. Tipped away, and now the Raptors on the break. Here's Lawson. Misses the layup. And for the Hawks, they're shooting around 50% in the game so far. Here's Risache. From down in the low post, it goes. Risache's got 10 points here in the second half. Here's quickly. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Toronto making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. The free throw drops for quickly. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. Young inside, guarded by quickly. No good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Walter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Larry Nance picks one up.
Almost converts despite the contact.
No good on that one. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Nance. Johnson comes in for Niang. And Daniels is subbed in for Mann.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Pass to Risache. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And that one's good. Young.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from Rain.
Here's quickly. Barnes in the post. Johnson on it. Kicks it to quickly. Here's Barnes. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And that's a pretty savvy move by Barnes, pulling the defender into him.
Some changes for Toronto. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Robinson. Brandon Ingram comes in for Lawson. And it's Dick in for quickly. And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. They've led by as many as 11. Oh, rejected by Poeltl. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Risache. Tries again. Rebound Toronto. Ingram's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The 3 from Barnes. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Okongwu. Now here's Johnson. Here's Daniels. A shot by Johnson, no good. Right side Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
And an impressive handle there from Ingram, proving how effective he can be with the ball in his hands.
Picked up by Okongwu. Here's Daniels. Pure from 3-point range. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
They get it back. Back to Poeltl. Outside Barnes. And that one, good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Now here's Young. Guarded by Dick. Back to Young. Pulls up, high post. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
One of the elite scorers in this league. Trae Young with another big night. He is relentless.
Barnes goes in, and he gets that one.
He's been so effective down the stretch, capitalizing on all his opportunities.
On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Rizachet. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. Walter pulls it in. Walters has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Ingram finds Barnes. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
And Atlanta making a change here. LeVert's checked in. R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Toronto. Quickly comes in for Dick. Young, the pass to Johnson. Pass to LeVert. Back to Johnson. Young against Quickly. Young on the drive. Hurdle with the block. Left side Ingram. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Ingram's got 21.
Well, just huge points there from Ingram. His length is so often an advantage in those situations.
Pass to LeVert. Okongwu, a screen on Ingram. Here's LeVert. The kick out to Young. Fires the 3. They get it back.
Love the hustle right there. He earned that rebound.
Barnes passes to Quickly. Back to Barnes. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Atlanta's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Okongwu, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And they take the lead. Ingram's got 11 points here in the second half.
Well, I can tell you, in moments like this, Ingram wants the ball in his hands, and he can deliver.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 1:14 left in the final quarter. There's Young with the 3. Barnes with the rebound. The Raptors with a lead. Now here's Barrett. Here's Pirtle. And he buries it.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Young. Stop the drought. Outside to LeVert. The 3 is up. Rebound Toronto. Now Ingram. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 6 to shoot. Barnes a screen. All alone. And that one's long. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one. Yeah, Young is unflappable in the biggest moments.
Barrett with it. Outside Barnes. Money.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
So a close game sees Toronto taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy and